a family is coming to town and you're looking for something to do, or you're just trying to keep the kids busy, there are plenty of ways to feel the holiday spirit in the city.
Yes, let's get the details right now. Alyssa Schmidt is the VP of Communications at NYC Tourism. Thank you for being here. You're here with the event in every borough. So let's start in the Bronx.
In the Bronx, there's a lot to do, but right now we're recommending going to the Bronx Zoo and seeing their holiday lights display. It's a celebration of wildlife with over 150 lanterns, or actually I think it's 350 lanterns, showcasing over 100 animal and wildlife species. So it's a really nice display alluding to the different animals and wildlife that you can find at the zoo. And they also have ice sculpture and a lot of different activities that are going on throughout the season. So it's a great way to get in the spirit.
And they have that big train set also of Manhattan.
Yes, actually, New York Botanical Garden, which is right down the street, they have the train
in the
set.
Bronx.
Yeah, so you can do both.
Okay, hit up both. All right.
Yes.
What about in Brooklyn? What can we do there?
In Brooklyn, again, there is a lot going on. We are recommending ice skating at the Roebling Rink is a nice spot to visit. And then there's a few different performances that you can go see. There's a lot to do in the area.
And that's a different alternative than what we would have, financial alternative than we would have at Rockefeller Center per se and
Woolman Rink in Central Park is another option.
Financially.
Yes.
All right. Good to see Grand Armory Plaza as well.
Yes. Oh, and that, sorry about that. Grand Armory Plaza is another one. They're actually lighting the largest menorah in the world on December 25th when Hanukkah starts, and that will be lit on all 8 nights of Hanukkah. Yeah. But that night they're kicking it off with a big concert and latkes and gifts for the children. So it's a really amazing. It's 32 feet tall, 4,000 pounds. So it's it's a very big menorah.
Yes, it is.
And worth going to see.
Yeah, Christmas and Hanukkah are on the same days
Yes.
this year. All right, so tell us about the Festival of Lights
Is this
in
City Field?
Queens?
This is at the Queens Botanical Garden. There was one at City Field in the past, so they change around a little bit. But this festival is called Electric, and it's a very electric-looking festival. You can start buying tickets for it. It looks like it has that vibe. It's very nice to go to, and you can start buying tickets for it on Christmas, and it'll take place through January. There's over 100 lamp displays. They said 150,000 feet of silk, so it's very whimsical. Wow. The theme is Winterland, so it's like a winter wonderland that you can walk through in Queens at the Botanical Garden, which is really beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Speaking of walking, I feel like in Manhattan you can walk basically any block and just
Winter wonderland that you can walk through in Queens at the Botanical Garden, which is really beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Speaking of walking, I feel like in Manhattan you can walk basically any block and just be immersed in the holiday spirit. But what do you suggest?
Yes, there's so much to do in Manhattan, but for last-minute shoppers like me, I recommend visiting the holiday markets over the next week.
We just had one that had a fire, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, and I do think they're figuring that out, but we do have a few others.
There are others.
Yeah, I know. Central Park. I went to Central Park, got me a sangria.
Yes, there's some great ones. Columbus Circle Shops right off Central Park.
Union Square.
Union Square is another amazing one. So you can go to both of those areas and enjoy some unique local gifts from different shops across the boroughs. So it's a really nice way to shop local and get some really unique gifts.
Which one has the best mulled wine?
All of them. I think they have mulled wine at both, so you can go to either and enjoy that.
The Central Park one or Columbus Circle had that Dubai chocolate that's been like trending that everybody wants. There's a vendor there that sells it. My niece bought it. Oh. Apparently it's like all the rage.
It is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Cool. That's great. Thanks for bringing us some.
One of a kind find.
How can we get the holiday feels on Staten Island?
On Staten Island, you can take the ferry out there this weekend and stop at Empire Outlets to do some other shopping at those outlets out there. And then you can also head to the Staten Island College for the Staten Island Ballet. They're hosting the Nutcracker. Oh. So it's really amazing because, of course, the New York City Ballet has the Nutcracker, but then there's a lot of renditions that take place across the boroughs. And Staten Island is hosting theirs this weekend on December 21st and 22nd.
All right.
Very cool. So
well,
full
thank
list.
you for our tour through the boroughs.
Yes. Alyssa, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it. And for more information on these or any other holiday events in New York City, visit nyctourism.com.
All right. Well